It's over, y'all. It's over. The end of all things is at hand, and the final movements will be rapid ones. Christian Service, page 155. They will point to calamities on land and sea, to the storms of wind, the floods, the earthquakes, the destructions by fire as judgments indicating God's displeasure, because Sunday is not sacredly observed. These calamities will increase more and more upon the heels of one another, and those who make void the law of God will point to the few who are keeping the Sabbath of the fourth commandment as the ones who are bringing wrath upon the world. The Earth Sabbath movement is calling for everybody to jump on board the Pope's call for global unity. Listen.
The world is facing an unprecedented climate crisis. Pope Francis has been a powerful voice calling for immediate action. Perhaps the action needed is a weekly Earth Sabbath. The concept of a weekly Earth Sabbath was introduced in his encyclical Laudato Si. The Pope has met with world leaders, urging binding climate targets. Pope Francis has called for a phase-out of coal, oil, and gas. At the UN Climate Change Conference, the Pope urged decisive action. Pope Francis urged world leaders to end divisions and unite. The time for action is now. We must heed the Pope's call. It's time for everyone to put into action the keeping of a weekly Earth Sabbath. We must support the weekly Earth Sabbath global movement and take individual responsibility. Together, we can create a sustainable future for generations to come. Let us be the change we wish to see in the world. Unite with us in the fight against climate change. Visit www.earthsabbath.world.
You saw it right there. I gotta play it one more time.
Unprecedented climate crisis. Pope Francis has been a powerful voice calling for immediate action. Perhaps the action needed is a weekly Earth Sabbath. The concept of a weekly Earth Sabbath was introduced in his encyclical Laudato Si. The Pope has met with world leaders, urging binding climate targets. Pope Francis has called for a phase-out of coal, oil, and gas. At the UN Climate Change Conference, the Pope urged decisive action. Pope Francis urged world leaders to end divisions and unite. The time for action is now. We must heed the Pope's call. It's time for everyone to put into action the keeping of a weekly Earth Sabbath. We must support the weekly Earth Sabbath global movement and take individual responsibility. Together, we can create a sustainable future for generations to come. Let us be the change we wish to see in the world. Unite with us in the fight against climate change.
Wow, look at that. Unite for climate action and keep a weekly Earth Sabbath. Brothers and sisters, it's only one more step before the fulfillment of the prophecy.
Visit www.earthsabbath.world.
And that's what they said on that, to unite. Listen to this right here. We've been talking about the tornadoes, and look at this right here. Tornado Havoc 2024, global impact, and how the weekly Earth Sabbath helps. We're showing you what the Spirit of Prophecy said, and they're saying the very things that the servant of the Lord prophesied. In 2024, a significant number of tornadoes were reported worldwide, resulting in numerous fatalities and displacements. The United States was particularly affected, and we know that the U.S. will lead out, with at least 56 tornado-related deaths confirmed globally, with 39 in the U.S. alone. Significant tornado outbreaks occurred in the U.S. during a 16-day period, with over 265 confirmed tornadoes. Tornadoes also struck various parts of the world, such as Brazil, Algeria, Australia, causing damage and injuries. Keeping a weekly Earth Sabbath can help individuals and communities prepare and respond to natural disasters like tornadoes. Practicing a weekly Earth Sabbath can help foster a sense of community awareness and preparedness for emergencies like tornadoes. See that? Preparedness. In other words, that these calamities will not cease until Sunday observance shall be strictly enforced. Regular emergency drills and discussions can help individuals manage their emotional responses to emergencies and stay calm during a crisis. Gathering essential supplies and knowing emergency procedures can help individuals stay safe during and after a tornado. A weekly Earth Sabbath can provide spiritual support and guidance. Did you hear that, church? During times of crisis, helping individuals cope with the emotional and psychological impacts of a tornado. Building strong, prepared. It's over, y'all. This is, oh my. Building a strong, prepared community can lead to more effective responses to emergency situations, including tornadoes. Fostering a sense of community and preparedness is crucial for staying safe and resilient in the face of natural disasters like tornadoes. And listen to this, joining the global movement. Look at that right there. Focus on disease preparedness and relief efforts can amplify the impact of individual actions. Community preparedness and global cooperation, like keeping a weekly Earth Sabbath, are crucial to mitigating the effects of natural disasters. Early warning systems, emergency planning, and public education can save lives during tornado events. Rebuilding efforts and providing aid to affected communities are essential in the aftermath of tornadoes. Climate change may be contributing to an increased frequency and intensity of severe events like tornadoes. So listen to this, keeping a weekly Earth Sabbath can help combat climate change, exactly as the spirit of prophecy said that they would say. Governments, I'm closing, governments, organizations, and individuals must work together to address the challenges posed by natural disasters by fostering a sense of global community and cooperation. Wow. We can better prepare and respond for future natural disasters. And then it says, spread the word about keeping a weekly Earth Sabbath and how it can help when faced with tornadoes. Brothers and sisters, and then they have the thing called the Pope's Urgent Call for Climate Action, and they have it on video. Brothers and sisters, this is prophetic. I had to talk to you for a moment to let you know that the end of all things is at hand and that the final movements will be rapid ones. Brothers and sisters, we're going to talk more about this tomorrow as we will come back as we do another Sunday Law Update. Until tomorrow, may God truly and richly bless you.